Even though we have different types of bonds, our main focus in this tutorial is going to be on zero coupon bonds and coupon paying bonds. So just like it says, zero coupon bonds, they do not pay any coupon, so we don't have any recurring fixed payments throughout the life of the bond. However, the principal is repaid at the maturity of the bond. Then for the coupon paying bonds here, we like the fixed coupon payment is made every single year, or if it's semi-annually, it's made every 6 months until the bond matures. So that's the difference, just as simple as that. Zero coupon bonds do not pay any coupons, but the coupon paying bonds, they pay coupons. Okay, and we say it like from our definitions that coupon pay or coupons are basically the fixed recurring payments that are given to investors or to bondholders throughout the life of the bond. Wow, my favorite part. So moving on to some quick tips. So here, as you can see, we do have this table here, but I'm going to explain what that means, or like what all these are about shortly. But the first thing to know here when you're covering this topic is that the price of the bond and yield to maturity have inverse relationship. So that's something that is important. I would absolutely underline that. So they have inverse relationship. So know that the price of the bond and yield to maturity, which we abbreviated as the YTM, they have inverse relationship. Okay, which means that if the YTM goes up or if the YTM increases, we expect the bond price to decrease, and vice versa. So this means that it's something that it's necessary to understand, because it will help you verify if you're getting the right answer or the wrong answer. So just know that the price of the bonds and yield to maturity of the bond have inverse relationship. So if the YTM goes up, then the bond price will definitely go down or it will decrease. And if the YTM is decreasing, then we expect the bond price to be increasing. It's also necessary to understand that the coupon rate and the YTM, to understand the coupon rate and the YTM relationship. And that's why we do have this small table here. So something that I would like to show you from this chart here, I'm going to focus on specific sections of the chart, and I'm going to just draw something like this. All right. So this is going to be based on our first quick tip, which was about the inverse relationship between the YTM and the price of the bond. So as you see here on this chart, especially beginning from the first section here, we have if the coupon rate is less than the YTM, right? So if the coupon rate is less than the YTM, something just did that. I need to erase that part. Yeah. So if the coupon rate is less than the YTM, this means that the YTM is going up, or the YTM is bigger than the coupon rate. I need to use a different highlighter to make it easy. Just bear with me 1 second. Yeah. So if you were to relate this to the first quick tip, the YTM is higher than the coupon rate, right? Which means that we expect the market price to be lower, because we say that the market price and the YTM have inverse relationship. So if you know that the YTM is higher, then we expect the market price to be low or to decrease. That makes the market price of the bond to be less than the face value, and the bond selling at a discount, which means that it's selling at a price lower than 1,000, which is the standard face value of the bond. And if we check on the second part here, if the coupon rate equals to the YTM, then the market price of the bond will be equivalent to the face value, and the bond will be selling at par. So here it means that the price of the bond is 1,000 and the face value is also 1,000. So the bond is selling at par. Okay. And then if we go down here, which is if the coupon rate is greater than the YTM, then we expect the market price of the bond to be greater than the face value. So here, relating to the first tip again, in this case, the YTM is lower than the coupon rate, which means that You can decide to put lower R down here to represent that the YTM is going down. Yeah, and as you see that the YTM and the market price, the YTM and the price of the bond have inverse relationship. We expect the market price to be going up or higher, to be higher than the face value. So it means that the price of this bond is greater than 1,000, which is the standard face value of bonds. And as you can see here, so I hope this makes sense, because if the coupon rate is greater than the YTM, it means that the YTM is going down. And since we know that the YTM and the market price of the bond have inverse relationship, we expect the market price to be going up, which means that the market price is greater than the face value. So if this bond is selling at a premium, so we expect the price to be greater than 1,000. Okay. All right. And if it doesn't make sense, always feel free to send me a quick message, and I'll be happy to explain further to you. Okay. All right. So that is all about the second tip here. And then it's also important to pay attention to the intervals in which the coupons are paid. So this is also one of the traps that students sometimes fail to identify. So sometimes if the bond says that the coupons are paid semi-annually, it means that the coupons are paid every 6 months. So in 1 year, we'll have 2 payments. And if it's annually, it means that the coupons are paid every year, okay? And if it's quarterly, it means that we'll have 4 quarterly coupon payments. So the coupons will be paid every 3 months. So it's important to to pay attention to those intervals. And then lastly here, we have another tip which says that if the face value is not given, assume that it's 1,000, because the standard face value of bonds is 1,000. Okay, so sometimes like not all, you'll see some questions where you aren't given the face value and you'll be like, okay, so what am I supposed to use? So use 1,000. Okay, and I know like some textbooks also, they allow you to use 100 as the face value, but it depends on what you're given in parameters. But generally, the standard face value of bonds is 1,000.